that person who shouts at clouds. This time he's answering your questions. This is Tell It to Someone. First question is from Robert Wallace. When farts have lumps, who should be blamed? Well, who shouldn't be blamed? Who is on first? And what's on second, I don't know, is on third. That means it must be you, unless it's not you who actually prepared the food or digested the food and neglected to know what your specific diarrhea triggers were. Next question is from Robin Goodfellow. Where have all the questions gone long time passing? Well, they went to Soldiers Everyone, or perhaps people stopped asking the good questions years ago and I'm left with this lot, I think. They might be. I didn't actually get time to look at all the questions before dark because it's gone dark now. I got hijacked today. Lots of stuff happened. Well, actually not much stuff, it was mostly waiting, but it happened and now I'm doing it in the dark again with lights, which is much better than without lights, because without lights it looks like dark. Next question is from Charlene Swallows. How many strange women lying in ponds does it take to crown an Elizabethan in a self-perpetuating autocracy? Of course, it depends on how well they distribute the, the swords. I mean, look, I'm just saying that they don't always self-perpetuate, if you know what I mean, you know. They tend to lose their heads. Well, that's in France. In Russia, they just shoot them. And if they're lucky, if they're very, very lucky, they can be like Bulgarian ones, and they get exiled for 60 years, and then they run again as president and win. Well, prime minister and win. That actually happened in Bulgaria. And now he just lives in his old palace because, you know, Bulgaria. Next question is from Matt Yabs. What's the best way to deal with penguins and their asinine politics? Well, of course, you don't elect them. It's really, really quite simple. I mean, look at what happened when you elected one in America. No, he's orange. Maybe he's some sort of galah. They're pink. I don't know. But don't elect them. Het Grants asks, I see it's night where you are. I know you had summer when we had winter, but I didn't even realise that you had night when we have day. Isn't the sciencey stuff amazing? Yes, it isn't. It's all quite simple matter of geometry, except three-dimensional. So it's sort of like three-dimensional geometry. You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it because there's chronology involved and you live during time. So, you know, I've run out of words to say to answer this question, so I'm just going to ignore the fact that I can't think of anything more to say about this question and try to find the next question, which is somewhere on this iPad. Not iPad, generic computing style tablet. I don't get any sponsorship from the makers of this, so I hide the brand. Next question is from Will McAlpine. Why does my dog get scared when I run out of dressed as O.J. Simpson? Because he plays for the other team. Honestly, you know, you should put the football down and, you know, put the knife down too. You're not running it for in either way. Don't get no Broncos. No Broncos. Take that house guest out of your Bronco and get back inside. No murdering. Last question, of course. Don't rob that sporting goods, thing store. The memorabilia store either. Don't be O.J. Simpson. What have I told you about being O.J. Simpson? Don't be Cosby either. Next question is the last question for today. How long has it been since you've seen a rabbit? Well, that should be obvious. I mean, it's Australia, and we had 7 of them imported in the 1830s. Therefore, they're everywhere. Not even biological warfare can get rid of the rabbits. All of the rabbits. There's one over there. You can't see it because it's dark. But they're nocturnal, so they're everywhere. During the daytime too, because they're also diurnal. The ones that aren't nocturnal are diurnal. And they're all over the place. They're eating all our crops. Thank you, Mr. whatever his name is, because he put the rabbits here, and now they're all over the place, and they've killed off all the bilbies. Well, them and the foxes. That also got imported, possibly by the same people. Also wild dogs and cats. But the dogs and cats have also been eating the rabbits. But they're nowhere near as good as biological controls as myxomatosis and that other disease that they introduced to stop the rabbits, which only stopped rabbits apart, which is more fortunate than what we did to try to get rid of sugarcane beetles, which was import cane toads, which don't actually eat sugarcane beetles. We don't have them in Victoria, we're too cold. No more questions for today because I've run out. Maybe you should ask more questions or answer this dovetail question in order to get me to answer more and better questions and waste more of your valuable time watching me in front of that thing say stuff. Dovetail question here, you can answer that, unlike last time when I think one person answered it, maybe 2. I can't remember. I didn't actually look at it, but if people did, I'll type it in. Well, I would have typed it in by the time you've seen this. I'm dangerously talented and I don't have a cool sign-off.